Yo, yo, what's going on, everybody? I'm in with my students right now on the US30. I want you guys to take a look at the US30 right now. Right now, what we're doing, we're waiting on. The market seems to be at a place where it could pull back. So we want to watch this area. What's going on, brother? All right, we want to watch this area. I gave out this alert to my students. I said, let me jog on over here to the YouTube and let them know so they can see how this is done. If we don't have a reason to get in, we don't get in. But this is a place where I'm watching for a turnaround. All right, so this is pretty interesting. So we just patiently wait, right? We patiently wait for the market to actually set up properly and see what they give us. See what they give us. Yep. So for those of you who are just signing on, we're looking at the US30, and I'm giving y'all something for free. All right. So I want you guys to see how I'm able to do this. I told my students that I'm expecting for the US30 to drop. Okay, and we have we have to see how it's going to turn out. So patiently wait. It's this easy. It's not a whole lot to it. Bottom line is we don't trade everything. We trade the best setups. Now, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. This is what most people don't know. Okay? Every setup, while it may be a good setup, this may very well be a great setup. You may have the perfect entry. But here's the problem. SMS is the one part of my trade I'll say this. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to say too much. Let me just tell you. Let me just tell you this. While this trade may go down, it may very well go down. Some trades you have a perfect setup, TPES, boom, the market goes down, boom, the market goes up. However, there are certain things, all right, there are certain things that if you don't know, you just don't know. But this may be a short move. You may have a perfect setup. It may be a perfect move. Okay, it may be a perfect move to the downside, or you may have a great move to the upside. And yeah, you may have a good move to the upside, and but the market may not. It may not set up properly. I mean, it may go down, but it may be a short-lived move. That's the thing. You can take a look at the daily and peep out the 5 minute. Peep out the 5 minute. Take a look at the 5 minute, and you can get more clarity You guys have your own idea, whatever time frame you want to trade from. It doesn't matter to me. You know, you just got to make sure whatever time frame you're on, you stick with that time frame. Okay. Now, one of the problems with traders is that oftentimes we trade on a market, and we trade on a market, and we, instead of us being patient, we jump the gun. And this is why it's called an alert, letting you know what could possibly set up. Now, once it's set up, we go all in. Not over leverage, we go all in. Because we comprehend and we know that the market could turn on you. But there's always little fine details that the market makers leave behind, and I always pick them up. There are certain setups where you may see a setup setting up, and you may decide that you want to get in. The market may pull back on you, then it may go back up and retest. It may pull back on you again. It may go back up and it may retest. It doesn't mean your trade is bad. What it means is that they weren't ready. You caught it early. They just weren't ready. And that's the part we have to pay attention to. We have to pay attention to that every time. So we be patient, all right? Patiently wait. Where in the world is this post? Let's see, where did I do that post? Okay. They'll always throw a little salt in the game to throw you off, so you got to be patient. Yep. What's going on? Oh yeah. Patience is very important. And even if, listen, the bottom line is we have all day, because at the end of the day, that's the reason why there is so much back and forth. There's a lot of back and forth at certain levels, because that's a way for them to get people to jump in, then they pull it back. Then they get people to jump in going down, then they make it go back up. Then they get people to jump in going up again, and they pull it back down. And then they drop it. Now they done pull people out on both ends twice. So we have to we have to be patient. Know your why, know exactly why you would get in, but wait for the right setup. You're not in a, I'm never in a rush to fail. I'm gonna take my time and win. And listen, here's the thing: even if there are times where you may get in too soon, you realize that, oh man, I got in too soon. That's where you gotta have some type of plan. Like, no, I'm only going to give up a certain amount of money. When it goes over a certain amount, I'm out. I don't care if it eventually goes back into the money, or it would have gone back into the money. I'm out. I'm not going to play around with it. That's not your trade. And once you get out, that's not your trade. Just like I tell people, if I'm trading on this market and it goes down, and I grab, like for instance, the other day, I gave them the alert. I grabbed 170 points. When I got out, I was done. The move down was over. I didn't trade it back up. All that I gave them the alert, it should go back up because it's oversold. I didn't trade it up. I was good on the way down. So let's just say I got out on my trade going down just to see that it went down again. That's one of the biggest mistakes people they do is they'll get back in because they see that it's going down some more. And that's when they'll pull it back all the way back. And then they'll lose because they went in and get some more. And the analogy that I use is just like robbing a bank. You go inside the bank, you grab some money, you get out scot-free, no pun intended. You get out scot-free, and you think to yourself, man, I went in, I got this money so easily. Let me go back in there. Now when you go back in, you hear the sirens. You were being greedy. You got out. Take your money and keep it moving. Why are you going back in? Why are you going back in? That's the big question. Why are you going back in? What makes you feel like you can go back in there and grab more when you already went in and got you some money? We don't have to do that. You never have to. Trust me when I tell you. All right, trading Euro USD, waiting for pullback, but still took a small trade just in case. Pages and key learning the hard way on these charts. Hey, bro, in a minute. Yep. What's going on, brother? I see you. I remember your name. He said it looks like I'm gonna be on an extended wait and see mode. Yeah, that's how I be sometimes. So yeah, sometimes it be like that. Yeah, that Euro USD, I had analyzed that. It's although it gapped down yesterday, it gapped down and it went up. That's huge. When you have a gap down and the market goes up, that's pretty big. And a lot of markets did that. Even the US30 did that. Gap down and it went up. But that's only a temporary stunt, though. Don't get caught up thinking oh, it's going to go up. It should go up. Every gap, whether up or down, is not the same all the time. It could be different. I'm trying to find this post. That's not it. That's not it. Here we go. Market is shooting up. All right, send that to the Mac. Okay. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, that was back in 2016. Yep. Yep, June 2016. That was a minute. Almost 10 years ago. Okay. Yep. So what they do, what they try to do is they try to get us. It's a mental game. This thing, and whoever has the most money, whoever has the most time, patience, they can play the game. If you don't have money, you're gonna get out, because if you don't have money, you're gonna be forced to over trade, over leverage. If you have patience, you can sit back and let them do what they have to do, because they're going to eventually expose their hand. This is not what people, they say this is not checkers, this is chess. that's really the truth. Like, this is a game of the mind. You got to really think about what could they be thinking. All right. And that's why I care to be an unorthodox trader. I don't want to do the traditional, go the traditional route. I like to do things my way. And sometimes it takes time. Sometimes it will take time, but if your analysis is right, and if you see what if you analyze the setup and you've been able to see the same setup time and time again with proof. You just can't see something. You got to be able to see it, go back, analyze it, look for the same type of setup, and study it. Some of your biggest moves in the market, study the move. This move up to where the market is right now. I need to study what made the market go up. I don't care if it's news. I want to see what, from a technical standpoint, made this market go up. There are some clues here left behind, and that's what my trading framework is about. Those 5 pillars are crucial to know, because it will reveal why the market is making these moves all the time. You can have the 5 pillars down pat, but you can still lose because of over leveraging. You can still lose because of being greedy, over trading. So you got to have a total package. Without the total package, you'll win some and you'll give some away. Even if you have a so-so entry strategy, if you have the right thinking, if you have patience, your entry strategy is so-so. You know how to think about the market. You can think your way through the trade, and you have patience, you can still win. Because you're not over leveraging. Your strategy for entry is just so-so. You have a defensive plan. You know how to, if something goes off course, you know how to go in there, and you have a plan for whether it's locking your trades up or cutting your trades off at a certain dollar amount or a certain pip amount or point amount. You're not going to let the market just keep running you out of the money. You're going to you'd rather take a small loss than blow your entire account. So it's 11:32 right now, 8:32 PST. We know that lunchtime is before us. Okay, so we know that during the lunchtime hour, we can expect for there to be a lack of momentum. We can expect that to happen. Okay. But yeah, this is an alert for even you all. Like I told you, how long we've been on here? 25 minutes. So we've been watching this market for 25 minutes now. And I gave this alert to my students sometime when I was I just got back to the crib, and I gave them the alert, and then I decided to come on live with you all to give it to you all. Okay, Trump is speaking. Okay. So we have to be very careful. You see, that's another thing. When you have, I'm not really big on the fundamentals. I used to trade that only, but nowadays, if I'm aware of someone like you just said, Trump is speaking. So I know that if I'm going to trade, I have to be careful. I'm not going to be focused on letting the trade just run and pull back and keep going. I'm going to take my money at the next support, next resistance. I'm going to keep it moving. Excuse me. Yeah, we got to be smart. Now, just as I told my students earlier, and I mentioned to you all earlier, I was waiting on something to happen today because everything was consolidated. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. I'm got students texting me. Okay. We see the almost 30 minutes. I actually read it. I read your. That was right now it's in English only. However, I can make that happen, as I do have a number of people who I should have done this years ago though. I should have made the course in Spanish and compatible with all languages. That's something that I could definitely work on. Like I said, we've been at this for almost 30 minutes now, and this is what it takes sometimes. All right, it will take you to. You don't have to be sitting there like this. Oh, anytime now, come on now, because then you're gonna become tired and you'll be anxious. You're gonna be tired and anxious. I mean, you'll be tired and anxious, and then you'll start forcing things that aren't there. And as you see, the market is starting to pull back. And I actually had two levels up there. I had a zone up there. My zone was 44557.6 and 44549.4. Oh, one more thing. This is hopefully this will resonate with all of you. If you're trading on a market, take your money. Don't be in profit and allow the market to turn around on you. Like I'm talking about for those who are like in profit, like a crazy amount of money. Don't allow the market to turn all the way around. Now I get it. If you get into the market, you're trading, and the initial candle puts you in the money. The next candle opens, and you're already in the money. Don't let the market turn around and take you out. Take something. Take something off the table. Take something off the table. We have to do that. Let's see what the NAS is doing. I went to bed late last night. Went to bed late, got up early. All right, so the NAS, it looks like it's heading back towards the same level. If you guys look where the market was yesterday. Look what the market was within the last hour. The market may return back to that same level on the NAS. And here's the thing with it's really critical that, woo, look at that thing move. It's pushing up. It's pushing up. Something just happened. Let's check the NAS. Something just happened. At least on a USD 30. On a USD 30, on a US 30. Okay. Oh boy, it's been a long day already. Okay. All right. Yeah, just a little bit of stuff. You know, this is it's just a little bit of knowledge. Definitely appreciate it. God bless you as well, for real. God bless you. God bless all of you, for real. And I only hope and I pray daily that anyone who I cross paths with, that you guys are able to see the market as I see it. I'm so thankful that I've been able to have this insight, knowledge, and wisdom. So anytime I'm able to impart it, I will. So just know that. Just know that, for real. That's some real stuff. So my journey and my charge is to make sure that I give back to those who may not be able to see the market as I do. So that's where I'm at. And it doesn't always have to come with a price tag either. Like, I operate a business, yes, but I can also do this. I can also give stuff away for free. I can also tailor my prices to help more people. And you know, that's what you do in business. That's how we I guess attract more people, and we cater to those who are really in need, because not everyone can afford everything, and I get it. So yeah, my footprint is not so much, I mean, I can get money in the market, but my footprint is about expanding the reach. And my reach would have to be more broad than zeroed in, because not everyone is at that space. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Make this thing happen. But here's the thing. People also gotta want to help themselves. Some people don't want to help themselves. Some people just want to take, and they don't want to do anything. So we have to also learn to be aggressive. Like, there was, let me see if that thing is still up. Listen to this. Listen, I would just listen to this. Listen to this.
Now,
This
now.
this popped up before I went on live.
Now. Do it now. Whenever you have this tendency to procrastinate, program your subconscious mind with this automatic conditioned command. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. The key to overcoming procrastination is to develop a sense of urgency.
Do
Be the
it.
kind of person who gets things done quickly. Be the kind of person who launches fast on a task. Say over and over to yourself, do it now, do it now, do it now. Do you know that less than 2% of the population have a sense of urgency? And that there's not an example of a successful person anywhere who does not have a sense of urgency? That if you just develop a sense of urgency when somebody gives you a task, that you get on it and do it fast, that alone will move you into the top ranks in a very short period of time. Every morning when you get up, say over and over to yourself, do it now, do it now, do it now. I do it now.
Yep. So that's a powerful thing. Absolutely. Absolutely. So the purpose of business is to create customers to build clientele, which generates profit. Absolutely. Powerful. Subconscious is where the changes begins. Absolutely. The conditions is for you to have habits that cause you to lose. Yep. And that's really essentially that's the reason why people they lose. We you know, if you have bad habits, great point. If you have bad habits, and well, this is something I tell students, I've said this on live, I said this on many posts, many videos. If you, okay, so what I'm seeing here is this thing can go either way. Side note, I'm looking at the US30, how it's setting up. It can go either way. Now, we haven't had TPES yet. So we're still waiting on TPES. I'm just gonna leave that there. But you know what we have to do, something I tell people all the time is you can have we all need discipline. But if you have the wrong discipline, you got a habit of doing the wrong thing. So if my discipline is when I come down to my chart, fresh chart, I'm gonna look to see the direction or let's say the flow of the market. I'm gonna plot on my levels, go from the monthly, maybe go down to the daily, not maybe go to the monthly, go down to the daily, plot on my levels. If I choose to go down to a smaller time frame, do that. And I wait to see where the market is, wait for the market to move up or down from or to my level. That's a habit. And if I'm trading based on TPES on the way, you know, away from resistance going down, away from support going up, I have good habits. But if my habits is that if I see that the move is going up, regardless of where the market is, I'm going to buy that market, that's a bad habit. The bad thing about it is you can have the bad habit trading on the market and still win. That's the problem. Some people develop these bad habits and they think, oh, I got a strategy that's solid because they won. Getting money out the market doesn't necessarily mean you have a good strategy. It was your timing, and you may not even have gotten in at the right time. It's just you were in the market at the right time. You were in the market at the right time. You didn't get in at the right time. Understand that. Overstand that. So if you got in, getting in at the right time, meaning the perfect entry strategy, you getting in, boom, 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 into the market. If you open up your charts and so happen the market is going down, you got in at an opportune time to trade the market down. It's not that you got in at the right time based on some entry strategy. Let me stop right there though. If your strategy is to see a flow of the market going up or down and just ride it out, you're playing a risky game. I was that trader years ago. I don't trade that way now. I'm waiting for the market to hit my resistance. I'm gonna sit there, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait it out. I don't care how long it is, I'm gonna wait. And if I get tired of waiting, guess what? I'm gonna go do something else. I'm not gonna sit there waiting on the market to do something that is taking its time to do. I'm not gonna sit all day long. I'm doing this because I'm on live. I don't sit here and wait for the market. I gave my students their alert 45 minutes ago. I don't need to say anything else. They know what to do. I said my piece. They know what to do. I could just jump on and say something just to reiterate what I already said, but I don't need to do that. Sometimes I do, but I don't need to do that. The market hasn't done anything. It's still at the same place. Oh yeah, but see that's the thing about one thing that I learned living through Trump's first term. Let's say trading through Trump's first term, seeing the type of money that was crazy. Let me just say this. I'm glad that I'm trading on the US30 during this term. Let me just put it like that. All right. Now, like I said, I don't care what political affiliation you belong to. Don't care about who I belong to. It's not about that. It's about the fact that certain people can influence the market. Good or bad. You hate him, you like him, whatever. When he speaks, he does crazy stuff, out of the off the wall stuff, the market jumps. If he says something that's has some logic, the market is going to move. That's powerful. So, that's the good thing about him being in office, is that when he speaks, he can stir up some commotion and get people emotional. And that's what causes the market to let me see. 567. Oh yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. You made 567 on a US30 going down, vending for Paul. I'm assuming you're in the vending business. And like I said, notice we've been in here for 45 minutes right now. 45 minutes. Just to see this thing do this. Dancing around. Most people, let me tell you, most people would have been in, up, down, right, chasing the market up and down. I have one bias only. And my bias is the bias that I gave you guys earlier, that the market would drop. Guess what? If it chooses to go up, I don't care. I don't have a reason to get in. Yeah, listen, listen, let me tell you guys some good stuff. If you guys go back to the US30 charts back in 2020, the end of Q1, early Q2 2020, and you guys look at where that market was and where it is today, if you had taken $1,000 and maybe traded the smallest volume, you'll be sitting on some money. That's why I tell people, see, I don't want to take a little bit of money and put it towards the market. I want to be in position, always be in position to have your base as a large amount. I would rather have a large base trading on a small volume based on that large base versus having a small base having to trade small little volume. You're gonna make some money, but the problem is, or the only thing is, if you take the person with the small account, same knowledge, same wisdom, same understanding, and you pair him with someone with the large base, same knowledge, same wisdom, same understanding, person over here, he's going to make more money. Not because he's smarter, They have the same wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. He's going to make more because his account is stacked up that way. I want to be that person. I don't want to be this person. I don't want to be the person over here where I have this knowledge, but I've blown through all of my money trading live to get to the knowledge. I rather don't trade live, stack my money, large egg, stack my money, where now I can trade the same trade as a guy over here, same knowledge, same wisdom, same understanding, and make a whole lot more on the same move. I would rather be that person. And that's why I commend students who come through my tutelage and they've told me, Mr. Scott, I'm gonna stick with you. Now I'll never forget the first guy who stuck with me. He told me from day one, he said, Mr. Scott, I'm gonna go through your training. For 1 year, I'm gonna stick with you. He stayed with me for 1 year exactly. He said, I'm not gonna trade on live. I'm gonna go demo the entire year. He did exactly what he said he was gonna do. Now, I don't know. I know he stayed with me for 1 year, but I don't know if he really stayed on demo. But I never had a reason to believe that he was lying. And I commended him. This guy was out of the UK. I commended him. Yep. I'll never forget that. I was like, man, that's discipline. Because most people don't have that. Most people don't have the discipline. And that's what it takes. It takes for you to find, like, why go through all this losing just for you to get to the information and don't apply it? Like, take time, get the information, retain the information, apply it. Application is key. It's not so much about the retention, because there are a lot of, how can I say this without being, I can say something funny, like there are a lot of brilliant dummies, but that's kind of like whatever. But I would just say this: if you're going to learn the knowledge, you might as well apply it. Why sit on this knowledge and do nothing? Matter of fact, oh yeah, Forex Babel. Yeah, that was one of the first names. No, the first name, Forex Babel. One of the things that I never get this. I never get why someone would join, and this is for any membership. Why do you join a membership on any topic, any level, and don't, like, you pay for the information and you don't even apply it? Like, I've sought out someone to mentor me because I'm losing. But when I found this person, when I got connected with this person, I felt good enough to follow this person's information. But I wasn't wise enough to apply it. I was still utilizing the same failing strategies, from before. It doesn't make sense. Like, I don't get it. Now listen, this level right here, I think I echoed this level yesterday. This level, it's the 44,510. That level is strong. Basically, if you look at the market then came down, and it's creating, as I call it, it's creating a level there, just to keep it simple. I don't want to give you guys confuse anyone, but it created a level. Sometimes I call it a stage. So it created a level there, and it's fighting. Okay, it's fighting. So let me take a look at investing.com. Economic calendar. What time is it? So we have some medium impact events going on. In 1 minute. And then there we go. It's amazing when, regardless of the news events, it's amazing when everything lines up with your technicals. What's going on, Josiah? You guys give Josiah some love, man. Give him some love, man. He's the reason why I decided to trade on the US30. Former student, always a student for real. But he's a former student, and he decided to. I think you were a student, Josiah, when Josiah mentioned the for me to look at the US30, and I decided to do it. The first time he told me, I was like, I did it, but I was so focused. I was focused on what I was doing, and oh yeah, what's going on, David? And when we talked again, I decided to take it serious. So, okay, yeah. So you were on that live with Josiah? I got you, David. So I definitely appreciate him. So it's been a journey over the last three plus years, for real, doing this US30 thing. And I would say that, although a lot of people would say that, man, Scott, you were already good at trading, I wasn't trading US30. And now that I'm trading US30, I don't want to trade nothing else. So knowing what I know now about the US30, how I've been able to figure out the US30, for me it's life-changing, because I don't have to, like, you guys don't get it. Only focusing on one instrument, it's like, imagine having like 30 tasks to do at home. You know how overwhelming that would probably be for you? But imagine going in knowing that you have one task and that's it. You can go in with a little bit more confidence, chest poked out, shoulders back. You feel good because you know what? I can do this. It's only one. I got this. So that's what I do every day. I feel good about it. I know if I don't see something, eventually it's going to happen. It's just what it is. I don't have to rush in. I don't have to jump in prematurely. I'm just going to wait, you know? So, yeah, listen, I get it. The US30 it gives me like this rush, though. It's like I can't even speak on the excitement that it gives me, but I know that it's because of just how fast it moves. Like I love that. And then to be able to time things like with perfection. Now I'll say near perfection, because nothing's never perfect, for real. But just like I gave out the alert that the market could drop an hour ago, it's still here. So we haven't lost anything, you know. We're just waiting, and that's what we have to do. There's a certain thing that I'm waiting for. It's a certain thing that I'm waiting for that I gotta have, and we may or we may not get it. We may. It's really up in the air right now. This has gone too far for me. So, but yeah, I welcome the US30 every single day. Like, come on with it. Come on with it. So when you start to think about the fact that all they're doing right now is they're toying around with everyone's emotions. That's the way I look at it. So I don't get sucked into this back and forth. I'm like, okay, all they're doing is getting people to buy into the idea or the lie that it's going to go up. That's why when they send it down, they send it right back up. But what we have to focus on is the levels that they're teeing off of. That's all I care about. I can care less about any of that other stuff. As long as I know why I need to get in, when I need to get in, the volume I'm trading, I'm good. All that other stuff, I don't care about all that other stuff. Now, this is critical right here. This is critical. This candle is critical. Yep. Well, I mean, that's what I do. I only focus on one instrument. That's it. Now, I wasn't always this way. At one point on the currency pairs, I had maybe about a handful. But even then, I didn't focus on the entire market. I had to analyze the entire market for students, but I didn't focus on the entire market. The entire market was not my playground. I focused on maybe four. Let me see. The GBP NZD, GBP JPY, the peso, the euro ZAR. That's it. There were other times where I trade other things, but for the most part, those four, that's it. Absolutely. I said a minute ago, 2 minutes ago, that this candle is a critical candle. I said that. My daughter, she'll tell me, "Daddy, you be knowing things." My daughter's funny, man. She's funny. Daddy be knowing things. So let's just see. So I don't know everything, but we can't tell them that. We want them to believe we know everything, because they're so precious, man. My babies. Let's see. Look at the ass. Oh yeah. So yeah. Now I don't know if you guys caught it, but when I first jumped on here, when I mentioned the NAS setting up, you guys got to pay attention to what I be saying. You guys got to pay attention. But the NAS, as Josiah mentioned, Damon mentioned, the NAS has dropped, and you guys got to pay attention to what I be saying. Everything that I say is on purpose. It's for a reason. And I said that this candle was critical. I said this is a critical candle. Yeah, we have to. It's a critical one. It's all because of the setup. All because of, it was just something that I saw that told me, nah, they're gonna need to do something on this candle. Like, You guys are watching this real time. Like you're hearing me say this in real time, and it's happening right before our eyes. Crude oil, I could never get a real good handle on crude oil. Man, it's never been my thing. I did trade it a few times, but it's never been my thing. All right, let's see what they're gonna do. The NAS done pulled down to my 21645.4 and 21638.2. I have a zone there. Another level at 21613.9. Although I think that zone is going to be the one to watch. Baby. All right. All right, so as you guys can see, the market did respect the level. All right, notice the zone up there, 44557.6 and a 44549.9. The market did respect it. It did take some time. It took some time to actually set up properly. And notice the market is dropping, which is good. Remember what I told you guys. I don't anticipate this being a major move down, although anything is possible with what's in the news. So I tell you to trade carefully, okay? Trade it down to your support, okay? Take your money. Do not try to trade this thing too far. Remember SMS, okay? So this should be a short-lived move, but also remember that they can switch things up at any moment. So just trade wisely, all right? Peace and blessings, everyone. Okay, so that's... And the great thing is that we have SIT on the way down, which is good. All right, let's take a look at how the rest of the crew. All right, that's that video. You can see the market did respect. Okay. Like that level. Like that level. Put one here. That. All right. Nice drop. Very obvious. Market is back at my zone on the NAS, 21645.4, 21638.2. Let's see if they can respect this one. Man, I need to get up out of here. Let's see. So the market continues to go down. Woo, we gotta be careful. Yeah, we have to be careful. So the market took some time. That takes patience. All right, it takes patience. So we have to be very patient with the US 30. And I mean, this is all that I do. It's not that hard. All right, so you guys see this right here. Let me see, what time was that? Yeah. All right, listen, I need to get up out of here. Definitely appreciate you guys tuning in. Listen, as always, have nothing short of a fantastic day. Remember, stay healthy, stay safe. As always, remember to remain and stay prayed during the times we live in. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll get this one posted along with the other one from earlier. Get it posted on my channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace and blessings, everyone.